Good morning to all. Myself, Nitisha Soni, Assistant Professor, Obstetric and Gynecologic Nursing in Nursing Department in RPIT Medical and Technical Campus, Karnal. Today, we will discuss about gynecological disorder in pregnancy. Now first, abnormal vaginal discharge. There is an increased cervical secretion and vaginal transduit during pregnancy due to increased vascularity and hyperestrogenic state. The discharge is thick, mucoid in nature and non-irritating. Except improvement in personal hygiene, no treatment is required. Second is Trichomonas vaginalis. Trichomonas vaginalis is a parasitic protozoan that infect the urological tract of both women and men. It is the most common sexually transmitted infection, that is called STI. The infection is not increased during pregnancy. The clinical feature remain the same as in non-pregnant state. Treatment consists of prescribing metronidazole, that is called Flagyl, 200 mg twice daily for 7 days. Metronidazole should be avoided in the first trimester. The husband should be treated simultaneously. Next is Monilia vaginitis. Vaginitis due to Candida albicans, it relatively more common than Trichomonas vaginalis. Its growth is favored by the high acidic pH of vaginal secretions and frequent presence of sugar in the urine during pregnancy. It is more prevalent in diabetic pregnancy. Treatment is by use of meconazole vaginal cream, one applicator full, high up in the vagina at bedtime for 7 nights. Next is cervical polyp. During pregnancy, there is increased vascularity and as a result, any pre-existent polyp bleed, confusing the diagnosis with threatened abortion in early months and constituents extraplacental cause of APS means antepartum hemorrhage in later months. The diagnosis is confirmed by speculum examination. The polyp should be removed as in the non-pregnant state and should be sent for histological examination. Next is carcinoma cervix with pregnancy. First is incidence. The incidence of invasive carcinoma of the cervix is about 1 in 2,500 pregnancies. Diagnosis is asymptomatic cases. Cytologic screening of all pregnant mothers is a routine during antenatal checkup in the organized sector. Symptomatic cases, in cases of bleeding during pregnancy, either in the early month, stimulating threatened abortion, or in the later month, constituting APH, antepartum hemorrhage, the cervix should be inspected through a speculum at the earliest opportunity. If suspicion, arise a biopsy from the site of lesion, confirm the diagnosis. Effects of pregnancy on carcinoma cervix. The malignant process remain unaffected. There may be a rapid spread following vaginal delivery and induced abortion. Effects of carcinoma on pregnancy. There is increased incidence of first is abortion, second one is premature labor, third one is secondary cervical dystocia, fourth one is injury of the cervix and lower segment bleeding of traumatic PPH means postpartum hemorrhage. Fifth is lochiometra and pyometra, and last one is 6 uterine sepsis. Next one is treatment. First trimester, radial hysterectomy with the fetus in uterus. Pelvic lymphodectomy and erotic node sampling are done. Oophoropexy at the time of hysterectomy may be done. Postoperative irradiations following evaluation of prognostic factors. Next is third trimester. Radial hysterectomy, pelvis lymphodectomy after classical cesarean delivery. Dissection may be easy, but bleeding is often more in pregnancy. Second trimester, management decisions are more difficult. Next is leiomyoma with pregnancy. First is incidence rate. The incidence of fibroid in pregnancy is about 1 in 1000 and it depends on population characteristics. Effects on pregnancy, it depends on the location. May be non-pressure symptom due to infection. First is bladder, retention of urine, and second is rectum, that is constipation, abortion, malpresentation, non-engagement of the presenting part, preterm labor and prematurity, red degeneration, and last is placental abruption. Next is effects on purpurium. First is subinvolution, second one is sepsis in common, and third is secondary postpartum hemorrhage, fourth is inversions of uterus, fifth is lochiometra and pyometra. Now next is clinical features. Acute onset of focal pain over the tumor, malaise or even rise in temperature, dry or fluid tongue, rapid pulse, constipation, tenderness and rigidity over the tumor, blood count show leukocyte. The diagnosis is confused with acute appendicitis or twist ovarian tumor. The diagnosis is often made only on laparotomy. Next is treatment. Conservative treatment should be followed. Patient is put to bed. Ampicillin 500 mg capsule twice daily for 7 days given. Analgesic and sedative are frequently given. The symptoms usually clear off within 10 days. Ovarian tumor in pregnancy. That is ovarian tumor. Incidence rate. The incidence of ovarian tumor with pregnancy is about 1 in 2000. Effects on tumor. On pregnancy, there are increased chances of first is infection leading to retention of urine, second is mechanical distress in presence of large tumor, third is malpresentation, non-engagement of the head at term, that is fourth point. On labor, there is chance of obstructed labor if the tumor is impacted in the pelvis. Next one is diagnosis. Diagnosis is patient may remain asymptomatic or present with the symptoms of first is retention of urine due to impaction of the tumor, second is mechanical distress due to the large cyst, third is abdominal examination revealed the cyst swelling felt separated from the gravid uterus. Next one is treatment. During pregnancy, uncomplicated. The best time of elevated operation is between 40th week and 18th week. As the complicated, the tumor should be removed irrespective of the period of gestation. During labor, if the tumor is well above the presenting part, a watchful expectancy hoping for vaginal bleeding is followed. Second is if the tumor is impacted in the pelvis causing obstruction, caesarean section should be done followed by removal of the tumor in the same sitting. Next is during purpurium. On occasion, the diagnosis is made following delivery. The tumor should be removed as early in purpurium as possible. Following operation, the specimen is sent for histological examination. Now, today we will discuss about gynecological disorder in pregnancy. Thank you.